Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. Donald Trump, Man of the Year. Second time, Time Magazine, he's 16. And now 24. I don't think anybody's ever done that. No, Richard Nixon did it. That's right. Richard Nixon did it. It's not Man of the Year. I got to correct myself. Person of the Year. It used to be Man of the Year. Because man used to be the masculine noun, and it covered females. But no, actually, I don't mind that. I want the ladies to have parity everywhere. So it's the Person of the Year. Now, let me walk you through why Time Magazine had to do this. They didn't want to. Time Magazine doesn't like Donald Trump. Time Magazine is part of the liberal culture in the media. So here you have a guy, he's very successful in business, right? And he decides he wants to get into politics for whatever reason. So he launches a political campaign for president. No governor, no mayor, no senator, going right to the top. That's Trump. I wrote a book, The United States of Trump. If you really want to know about the man, then you read the book. No cupcake book, by the way. Its strengths and weaknesses, where he came from, what his family was like, what his vision for America is all there. United States of Trump. Anyway. I was skeptical in 2016. I'm doing the O'Reilly Factor on Fox News. And Trump had been on the program often. I had access to him, known him for 35 years. Back then it was, 28, whatever it may be. And so I got the first interview when he came down the escalator in the Trump Tower after he announced he's going to run for president. I was skeptical. I told him I was. I said, I don't think you're going to beat the Republican machine. I thought Jeb Bush was going to do it in 16 because he had the Bush family behind him. He had all the establishment Republicans behind him, all the money in the world, and here's Trump. And Trump waxes him, wipes him off the stage. It wasn't even close. And I knew after the first debate that Trump was going to be the candidate because he was so much more dynamic. That's the word. In 16, in the Republican debates, I think it was 15. Yeah, it was 15 when the first Republican debates. But the guy just blew all, the others. There were like 12 of them. Rubio was there, Cruz was there, you remember. And Trump was just, it didn't really matter what he was saying. It was how he was saying it. And he's a star, like Elvis, all right? And people paid attention. And the media started to exploit him for ratings by giving him a tremendous amount of time on TV. I did. I didn't exploit him. I just thought he was a fascinating story. And I gave him a lot of time. And so did everybody else, even the media that hated him. But then he gets the nomination against Hillary Clinton. And the left-wing media goes back to its original concept that, we got to have Democrats and liberals run the country. So they turned on Trump. Trump wins anyway. Okay? Beats Hillary. And that is in the United States of Trump. That's the best part of the book, how he did it. It's the end of the book. Okay, so he's president. And he gets in there and he doesn't know what he's doing. And he'll even admit that. And he picks bad people to something. It's trouble. But he still does pretty well. So that's the first time where he's Man of the Year after he got elected president in 2016. Of course he's going to be Man of the Year. It's not even close. Then I think he gets the economy on a real fast track. Real wages are up. Everybody's prospering. And then COVID wipes it all out. But he did something very impressive with COVID that he's never gotten any credit for. And that's Operation Warp Speed to get that vaccine on the market in less than a year. He made all kinds of deals, spent a lot of money, a lot of federal money, but he made the deals with the pharmaceutical companies to get the vax. And the vax saved lives. And I don't care. Look, people don't like the vax, fine. Some people got sick, I guess. I didn't. I took the vax. I never got COVID. I don't know why. I think maybe God was looking out for me, but I don't have anything against the vax. I was impressed by the way Trump did the negotiation and got it up and running. He got no credit at all. And he doesn't even talk about it because a lot of his voters don't like the vax, including RFK. But Trump, I talked about it in a history tour with him. And, a lot of the people there didn't like to hear about how fast he got the vax up. But he did it. And then his foreign policy was good. Had Putin under control. Putin was not under control under Obama, certainly not under Biden. And he punished the mullahs. He did a good job, in my opinion. Then he loses. Now, he doesn't feel that he lost in 2020. And I keep saying to him, just appoint a commission to investigate the vote of 2020. Don't say anything else. Give the commission what you have assembled, and under the Department of Justice or the Federal Election Commission, FEC, investigate it. Couple of years. Then we'll know for sure what happened. In the meantime, just move ahead. That makes sense to everybody? I don't even know if he's going to do it. I would. If I felt I was a victim of fraud and I had the opportunity to investigate, I would. But I don't know if he will. So then he sits out the 4 years, and Biden's an absolute disaster. Okay? And if you don't think that, if you don't believe that, I don't know what to tell you. All you got to do is look at the economy, the inflation, the border, the Middle East, Ukraine, on and on and on and on. Massive, massive federal spending. Biden's the biggest spender by far ever. $36 trillion debt. I mean, come on. By any objective measures, this guy's a disaster. That played right into Trump. So Trump comes back, and it's not even a competition. The Republican Party goes, we surrender to you, Donald Trump. We're going to let you have another chance at it. And so he wins. And he doesn't just win, he dominates. Okay. So then Time Magazine's got to select who the person of the year is for 24. There's nobody else on the planet that comes close. So last year, Taylor Swift gets it. And you got to give Miss Swift credit. I mean, my God, $2 billion concert gross? Staggering. And she does have effect on young women in this country. I didn't mind that. Notice Biden and Harris got co-persons of the year in 20 because they won the election. But Biden's never going to get. He'll be lucky if he gets a Mad Magazine cover in the future. He's toast. So they had to give it to Donald Trump. So Trump then, in perfect Trump fashion, comes in New York to accept it and says, oh, I think this is even better than the first time. That's probably true, because the comeback that he made is unprecedented in American history. Winston Churchill did, but not at this level, did the same thing in Great Britain after World War II. They booted him and he came back as prime minister. But what Trump did, it's an incredible, and I use that word literally, feat, political feat. So he comes back and he says, oh, Time Magazine, and I think the press is this at the last sentence that I used on the No Spin News on BillO'Reilly.com, which I hope you guys check out, was he says, well, I think that the press is tamping down on me. No, it's not. It's waiting. Press hates you. Okay? It will always hate you. It doesn't like anything that you stand for. Nothing. So I think he knows that. I think he was just being nice, Donald Trump, in talking about Time Magazine, giving him the honor. I don't know whether it's an honor or not. Time Magazine is inconsequential these days. But summing up, if you just step back, whether you hate Trump or like him, it doesn't matter. And you look at the arc of history and what has happened in this country as far as power is concerned, nobody close. Nobody close to how Trump has obtained it, lost it, regained it. Grover Cleveland, the only other guy, Cleveland's not even the same hemisphere. And Cleveland's second term was a disaster. And I told President Trump that I said, pay attention to Confronting the Presidents, my book. Read the second chapter on Grover Cleveland, because he came in all jaunty. He got killed in his second term. You got to be careful. And don't think that the press is tamping it down. It's hiding for the moment. Thank you for watching this YouTube presentation. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.